Everyone can do that. But there are the huge difference between the A student with the F student. What's up everyone? My name is TC and I'm making YouTube video about sharing my experiments in the US as an international student, about my lifestyle, travel, studying, everything. So as you can see in the title, in this video, I will show you 4 steps to find the best schedule to get a straight A. I think 3 steps only. If you're good with your classes right now, you're having good professor, everything's good for you, then this video may not worth your time. But if you have a bad professor right now, bad schedule, everything screw up for you, or you just simply new to college, or you just curious what the heck what international students do in America, then this video may be worth your time. Before we go into step by step, let's see if those applied for you. Wait, what happened? You got this.
How did I get a 0, man? I don't know. I studied so hard for this exam.
Who do you take? Who's the
This is this Professor John. I don't even know him.
Wait, come on, look at mine. I got like a.
You got 100? This is so easy. So easy. How did you get an A in this class?
Well, that's why easy A class.
Professor, can we slow down a little bit?
Nope.
Can you explain that last point?
Nope.
Is that you? So if it's that you, let's get started. So the first step is you need to know how many classes and what class you want to take next semester. Because I transfer next semester, so I have a list of classes that I have to take. Maybe 20 of them, and I can choose from here. And next semester is also my first semester over there, so I want something light for me. That's why I will take around 4 classes only. So if you have work or something else to do, take 2 or 3. It doesn't really matter. But if you're an international student, you have to take at least 4 classes or 12 credit per semester to be a full-time student. So looking on the list, I see that some classes I have to take. I think I will take Basic Information System, Foundation of Marketing Practice, Management Science, Finance, and Professional Development. If you have like 4 classes, make it 5, so you can have like more options to choose. Also, the Professional Development in my case is only 1 credit, so the total I will have to take is 13 credits. So we already know how many classes you have to take. Step number 2, you have to know what date or when you want to take those classes. So in this semester, I think I will choose any classes that after 10, so I have like more sleep, I can have my breakfast, and then till whenever I want until all my classes done. I believe step number 1 and step number 2 is so easy for everyone, and even the step number 3, everyone can do that. But there are the huge difference between the A student with the F student, or just simply they don't really care about their classes. So step number 1 is build up your schedule. How do I build up my schedule? Next semester I will take 5 classes, and they are here. Yeah, this is the list I'm gonna take. So the first step of this step, you have to find out which classes that sound challenging to you yourself. To me, I think this one, finance. I think finance will be hard for me because I never studied finance before, so this class is like fundamental classes and I have to understand everything, which is pretty much a lot of work. So after you find out what class that may be challenging for you, you have to go to the school website to find out all the schedule for that class. This case, finance. So as you can see, these are classes that are available. I will go to school every day, and as long as it's after 10 a.m, I'm fine with that. First step is you have to write down all the professor name in a blank paper. So if you see they all repeat the name, just write one time, okay? See, there's a lot of class, but it's only 4 names because some of them are staff and we don't know the professor until like later. We cannot wait until that time, so this is all the name I can find. And also they open to register for these classes way before, like 2 months ago, but because I just finished my orientation like yesterday, so I have no way to register before that. So this is like disadvantage for me, but I will try find out the best class available for me. Next step is you go to rate the professor, and I believe everyone knows this website. The first one is Liu Yan, and overall she was 3.4 and level of difficulty is like 3.3. Oh, many students, they just look at this and they sign for the classes. No. You have to read all the review. I mean all the review, all of them. Those review like great teacher, no, don't believe in that. I mean you can take some credit, but it doesn't really tell you what professor look like and how does he perform it. Tests are tough, but he give credit if you kind of understand the problem given. The final is worth 50% of your grade. So in this case, if you're not the person that want investing everything on your final, this class is not for you. It's for the 50% of your grade. Take attendance 90% of the time. So if you're the type of student that always skip classes, don't take this class. You may fail class by failing attendance. Tests are easy. Ooh, good point. It's a lot of work to practice. You get a cheat sheet front and back for test, and 3 front and back for final. Wow, 3 front and back. Ooh, that's a lot. That's all he got. Next professor. So what I do is I compare everyone. I'm kind of picky, I'm sorry. As you can see, I cannot find this professor. Maybe this is his new semester in UNT, or maybe he just doesn't exist. But I got this problem like all the time, so I think the reason is students, they don't really care to rate him on this website. So we're gonna find him. We put a check mark, I mean an X next to his name. Let's find out the next one. 1.7, 4.5 difficulty. Oh my god. 3 exam but got the lowest. Weekly homework, my lab, and comprehensive final. Get ready to teach yourself finance. Forget if you make an appointment to see her during office hour. So hopeless, but we have to be objective. We have to read every comments. Language barriers, but tests are exactly like study guide. Homework due every week. She's very fair. Can use cheat sheet, formula sheet for exam. Need finance calculator or TI-84. Take a different professor. She doesn't teach. She just read the slide. Everyone is awful. This one awesome. I don't know who that person is. I think that's the only one in that class. Have a different perspective, I guess. When you ask her a question, she replied with, I don't understand what you don't get. This is easy. I cannot find him or her. This is not hard for you to compare. You can just compare the rating and the reviews you read. You base on that and you make your decision. I think I will go with Liu Yan. At my courses.
1 hour later.
That's it. You already got your first classes. What happens if you find like 2 or 3 good professors? Keep there. Don't just choose one of them. Keep there and you will use them for like backup plan if the other, like the next class, they all overlap with the other. So for example, let's see. Next one I will find out maybe marketing. I want to study marketing, so I want to find a good marketing professor. And this one thing that you should know in rate professor is there's student ranking. So the more student ranking is, the more reliable of those read comments. So make sure that you have to read all of them. 117 rank comments.
2 hours later.
Whew. That's a lot of reading, to be honest. That's a lot of reading for one professor. 134 student rating. Wow. Would take a get 88%. This is my professor right here. I only have like 3 professors. I can just remember them. But in your case, you maybe have like 10 or 12 different one professor. So I suggest you should write down the name so you can keep track on them. You can keep track the rating, what is good and bad about him. So you repeat those steps to all of your classes, the rest of them.
12 o'clock midnight.
As you can see, I already have my class schedule. Some of them is not go well as I expect. I have those classes that I need to take, but unfortunately, some of them professors really suck. I mean, I don't mean they suck, but based on the review I read, they're not good for me. I don't like it. So I have to flexible. I have to choose another classes. It's spread out from Monday to Friday. It's heavy on Tuesday and Thursday. More free time on Monday and Wednesday. Those 3 steps is applied for either freshman and current student at college. But there's some small chances between freshman and current student that may make a big difference. Some schools, they allow current student apply for class prior the other people. So they, like in my school, they have like a week before the other people. They let public know to register. So we have advantage to take the class. But some other school, they allow to senior to take the class first and then junior, they choose the class. Depends on the school are you in. It will make a difference. So for freshmen, I suggest for the step number 1, instead of just make another extra classes, make it 2. So if you plan to take 4 classes, make it 6. In case when you apply it's full already, everyone wants to have an easy class. So you have to be the fast. You have to be the first and prepare. Many schools I know, the student allowed to register for classes after they finish orientation. Make your schedule plan before the orientation day because you're allowed to register after you finish your orientation. Right after you finish orientation, you have a plan already, go to the advisor and apply for it. Be prepared, right? For current student,
you guys have an advantage. You guys can apply before the young people do.
you should know the register day and plan ahead. Plan 2 or 3 days ahead. You know, this will take time.
It takes me like 2 hours to do this. Maybe you guys on news, maybe take like 3 or 4 hours. Or maybe you're gonna fast like half an hour.
And oh, the second thing, I forgot to write this one. The second one is like this video if you like it so far. I just want to see if you like this video or not. Step number 3, don't be procrastinate. You know, I have a lot of friends. They wait like 2 or 3 weeks after the open date for everyone, and most of the good classes is gone. They have to take like hard classes. They have to drop class. Don't be like that student. I just want you guys to have a good schedule. For both freshman and current student, this rate a professor is not the only place that you can get the advice about the professor. Ask the other friend, ask the other student. If you're freshman, you don't know anyone, okay, it's okay. So I believe every school they have learning center, and you know, come over there and ask the student, the tutor over there. They already took the class and they're a good student. That's why they become a tutor for everyone. So go over there and ask for their advice. Go over there, that's another option for you guys. The last thing you should know, an easier classes is not always good classes. I major in business and I want to learn business. There's a lot of professor easy A classes in business class and they suck. You get an A, but you don't learn anything. I want to learn something, so I sacrifice myself to take hard classes, but I learned from him a lot. I don't suggest you just go to school and get an A and you have nothing in your mind, in your brain after you finish school. That's not good. So that's it. That's all the steps and every note you should know. And if you like this video, like and comment below if you have any other tip for choosing classes. Hey.